Hi, ladies, and we are live. I know we've run like about how many minutes late. I apologize for that. My guest was having some issues with her network service, but praise God, she's here. She's with us. She is ready, and it's time to do this. So, without wasting so much time, I'm going to bring her over, and she's going to talk about woman evolve, how to rebrand yourself. Look, ladies, get your pen and paper ready because we are going live right now. So let me bring her up. And here is the very beautiful. Oh, the network is messing up with her stuff again.
Hi.
Oh,
Hello.
hi.
Hi.
Hi. For some reason,
Hi.
it's showing blank. Oh,
Yeah,
let me remove it again and
there's
put
a
it back.
little bit tough getting in here. But I'm here now, so that's good. How are you today? You're looking beautiful, like
Thank
sunrise.
you. You too. Right now the screen is blank. We can't see you. I don't
We
know
can.
what's going on. And I'm putting you back. It's the same thing.
Okay. Wow, StringYard. StringYard is interesting. StringYard is interesting. I'm live. Okay. Can everybody see me? Okay, I'm trying to share. Definitely can't share screen. Can you see me?
No, we can't.
You can't see me.
No.
I'm right here.
Yeah, but the screen is showing blank.
Oh,
Maybe it's the sharing that you were
can you
trying
see
to
me now?
share
I've
that.
removed it.
No, not yet.
Okay, so let me remove myself and then come back.
Okay, okay. Okay, so yes, sometimes it can be this way, but we are grateful for that for all this while we have been able to do this. We have this 5:36. I think our guest, she had a lot of things to present to us, but because of the network issues, she couldn't do much. But I'm really, really certain that she's gonna come back and she's going to deliver, even if it's for 15 minutes. I always say that is a word that can change you, okay? Even if we talk for 10 hours, you'll be able to grab something, grab a word that can change your life. So, hi, have you gotten these? Tabitha, arise. Remember, okay, our guest is back. Let me just bring her up. Hey, yes, we can see you now.
You can see me now. Awesome.
So,
Awesome. Hi.
yeah, so I'll leave you to do your thing.
All right, awesome. Hello, everyone. My name is Omowunmi Akinifesi. I am very happy to be here. I do not know how StreamYard works. I have used this before, but it's been a while, so just bear with me, okay? So, how is everyone today? Any comments? Um, if you're here, I would love you to put it in the comment section. Say hi in the comment section. I can't seem to see anyone. I'm just seeing myself, but yes. So my name is Omowunmi Akinifesi. Oh, I can see woman like fine wine. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Anybody else here? Say hi, say hello, say good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here. Sorry for the time. Some internet issues today, but hey, we're here. So branding yourself. Who are you? Okay. First of all, let me introduce myself since we're talking about branding and I want to know who you are. Right. My name is Omowunmi Akinifesi. I'm former most beautiful girl in Nigeria. I went for the Miss World pageant in China. I'm an environmental ambassador. I'm also an ambassador for Lasaco Assurance PLC, and I'm a corporate brand strategist. I'm a project manager, business analyst, product owner, certified, NLP certified, emotional freedom techniques certified coach. And
Okay, I think she's frozen for a while. I mean, it's really challenging. It's really a challenging day from her
can you see
side.
me now? I'm
Yeah,
back, right?
yeah, you're back. Yeah, you're back. Okay, thank
And we also have L poise, which is people power, the Jordan. I've done branding and corporate strategy for several of these organizations. So I want to ask you to awaken your authentic self. When you are building a brand, a personal brand is your personal promise, is what you stand for, is your true self. Because whether you like it or not, your true self will show. Even with all the packaging, you have to be able to understand who you are as a core, in your core. And this is your personal identity, who you are. Now, we're going to go more into that later on. But first, I want you to identify your authentic self. So, what is a personal brand? A personal brand is your personal promise, is how you identify yourself for in your unique self. And you can do this by identifying the look of your brand, the behavior of your brand, the feel of your brand, the sound of your brand. All of these things come together to create a strong personal brand. All right. So to awaken yourself, we're looking at self-awareness. To get that awareness, you have to become aware that you have to become aware of your values and your beliefs. What do you believe in? What do you value? So, for example, I believe that hard work and smart work would yield profit. I believe in consistency. I believe that all things work together for my good. What do I value? I value family. I value education. I value friendship. So you have to understand what you value and understand your beliefs, right? And then also be aware that we are addicts to validation. And so you have to come to that self awareness that you do not need validation from external means. You have to validate yourself. This Tabitha woman has to evolve by validating herself internally and not depending on the external validation of others. You must remember that we are addicts to validation, and bringing yourself to self awareness makes you avoid that. All right. Now, you have to also become aware that we are going through an experience. So be patient with yourself, love yourself, and understand that life is a journey. You are going through an experience as opposed to being frustrated with where you are. These things will help you evolve to that level of self awareness, which will help you become that brilliant woman eventually. So, with that, I'm going to take you through 7 steps of self mastery. The first step we have is self awareness. I've gone through that a little bit. And we have self exploration. You have to be able to explore yourself. You have to write down what you're good at, what you're not good at, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. When you begin to write down these things, people cannot use them against you. Sometimes when people insult you, oh, you're not disciplined, oh, you're not wise, oh, you can be annoying. Sometimes those things are true. However, when we get offended is when we don't know that about ourselves and when people are saying it to us. So what you must do is identify your weaknesses. Okay, my weakness is I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that. You write it down. People cannot use what you already know against you. So when they say it, you say thank you. Okay, so write down your strengths. Oh, I am brilliant, I am intelligent, I am wise, I am a go-getter, I am disciplined, I am friendly. And then you can write down your weaknesses. Oh, I can be awkward, or I'm timid, or I'm selfish. Whatever it is, write it down and then grade it. Okay, over 10, I'm 7/10 selfish, I'm 6/10 not disciplined, I'm 2/10. When you do that, you can now look at what can you do. If, for example, you say you are selfish and that is 7/10, what can you do to reduce that number and bring it to a zero? All right, what can you do more of, less of? What can you stop doing? What can you start doing to be able to reach that level that you're not going to be selfish anymore? And remember, you're going through an experience, so this is a gradual process. Okay, so that's self exploration. We have self discovery. So number one is self awareness, number two is self exploration, number three is self discovery. You have to be able to discover yourself, who you are, what you enjoy doing. What do you enjoy doing? What are your likes and dislikes? What are your triggers? What do people do that makes you angry? That triggers you to be angry? What are the things that people do that triggers you to bring joy? What are the things that happens in your life that brings peace? Identify those things. And that is self discovery. Then we have self understanding. By the time you do number one, which is self awareness, number two, which is self exploration, number three, which is self discovery, you will come to a level of self understanding, which is level 4. And then you go higher into level 5, which is self love. You start loving yourself more because you understand yourself a little bit more. You know what you like to do, you know what you don't like to do. And then number 6, self transformation. This brings about a self transformation. And number 7, you attain a level of self mastery. All right, so I'm just going to go through that again. Number 1 is self awareness. Number 2 is self exploration. Number 3 is self discovery. Number 4 is self understanding. Number 5 is self love. Number 6, self transformation. And number 7, self mastery. Now, there are things that make us feel inadequate. At some point in my life, I thought about it. What do I really want? Yes, I'm working, earning money. Yes, I have some friends. However, I do not feel complete. What are the basic needs of human beings? Right? What are those things that make us feel incomplete? It's something called Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? So we have our biological and physiological needs. That's the basic life needs like food, drink, shelter, warmth, sleep. And then we have our safety needs like protection, security, order, law, limit, stability. And then we have belongingness and love needs, family, affection, relationships, work group. And we have our self esteem needs. Achievements, recognition, right? And then we have self actualization, which is personal growth and we need. All right. So these are the general things that we need these are the general basic human needs that makes you feel a little bit more fulfilled, because we feel we can get fulfillment from our work. We feel we can get fulfillment from earning money. We feel we can get fulfillment from our friendships. But there is more to that. All right. We need our biological and physiological needs. We need our safety needs. We need our belongingness and love needs. We need our esteem needs, and of course, self actualization. All right. So I came up with something. It's called build, right? Building your personal brand. B stands for being your brand. U is for uniqueness. I is for influence. L is for leadership. And D is for dressing. So you need to be able to build your personal brand, identify your being, identify your uniqueness, identify who you this your influence strategy, who you are as an influence in other people's lives, the world around you, and even in your life, your leadership skills. Everyone has a little form of leadership at every level, be it a senior sister, be it a mom, be it a boss, be it a CEO of an organization. Whatever it is, you are a leader in some way. And of course, D is for your dressing. To be able to attain that level of self-awareness and to be able to be that woman that evolves, you have to be able to understand your build. You have to be able to understand even your dressing, which is D. Okay, so being, uniqueness, influence, leadership, and dressing. Now, there are stages for building your personal brand assets. What are personal brand assets? Your personal brand assets is what you measure everything against, is who you are and who you have become, who you have come to be now, before you can get to where you want to be. All right, before you can evolve as that Tabitha woman. Okay, so, how you meet new people, how you nurture relationships, how you handle your colleagues, how you give presentations, how you run your meetings, how you have your lunch, how you dress, all of those things are your personal brand assets. All right. So, your personal brand assets, which is your PBI, is an amalgamation of your assets. What are your assets? Your skills, your abilities, your experiences, your values, your passion, your image. These things are your personal brand assets. So I want you to write down, what are you good at? What are your skills? All right. What are your abilities? And start building those assets and start thinking about assets that you don't have that you wish you could have, assets that others have, your mentors or your role models. Look at what they have. Maybe a part of them that they have, a part of them, of a part of them they have that you want to have. Okay. So if there's a skill that you thought you had and then you write it down, do I really have this skill? You go and get the skill, you start practicing. Abilities, what are you good at? Your experiences, what haven't you experienced that you want to be able to have as an asset? What are your values and your passions? How is your image? Okay, so I teach all of this in my build program. So I'm teaching a part of it here, which is brilliant. And but being your personal brand asset is a very, very important part of your being. It's very, very important part of your build. Okay, so I'm just going to touch some aspects of build, right? We've touched on personal brand assets, your and then we have your the look of your brand, your basic packaging, your appearance and personal style, your physical characteristics, your height, your build, your weight, and your coloring. What are your values regarding the look of your brand? All right, this is very important. I tell you, this is very important for every individual at every level and every stage. You have to understand what values. So for example, my values, I like to look stylish. I like to look creative. I like to look modern. I like to look young. And those are some of my values for the look of my brand. What value do you have? So let me give you an example of some of the values that with clients I've worked with. Some of the values have the value of the look of their brand is stylish. Some people expensive. Some people want to look expensive. Some people want to look professional. Some people want to look casual. Some people want to look modern. Some people want to look young. Some people want to look arty, traditional, international, creative, classic, underrated, understated, attractive, relaxed, dramatic, chic, powerful, cutting edge, elegant, approachable, European, American, African, British, successful. What look do you want to have? So I want you to draw out a piece of paper and I want you to write down the values of the look of your brand. What value, when people look at you, what do you want them to read? We often take this for granted because whether you brand yourself or not, the world will brand you. Right now you have a brand by default. You have a brand by default, whether you have created it intentionally or unintentionally. There is a default brand. There's a way people see you. So you need to be able to take control of your life and control that. How do you see yourself? All right. So what do you want the look of your brand to be? All right. So